Half-Payne is a fun gameplay mod for Half-Life 1. It had a new update recently that added in some new game modes, Twitch integration, and bug fixes. The mod is first and foremost a gameplay changing mod, but the additional changes it does make to the game are actually really fitting. When I booted up the game from the start, it was actually really awesome to hear the Max Payne theme run in the background while we slowly descend into Black Mesa.
Time to move on. Get on with my life.
Also, seeing that we're actually Max Payne now rather than Gordon is another great touch. It's like a subtle mixture of two drastically different universes. One of the first things you'll notice is that Max now has one-liners that he can say in response to other people, and watching it happen in this mod, I sort of got reminded of games like Blood and Duke 3D, where the main character would do the same. And honestly, maybe it can work out in Half-Life as well. Does not make Gordon as cynical as Duke or Caleb, but I think it can work out.
Trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
You're killing me.
Yes, you're right.
It went real wrong, real fast. Figured this time I'd use the stairs.
Instead of the HEV suit, we now pick up our jacket from our locker. That enables things like flashlight and the slow motion abilities. The real meat and potatoes of the mod is the gunplay. I got to experience that when I picked up the pistol. You see, this mod makes the gameplay like Max Payne as much as it can. You can slow down time, do a bullet dodge dive, and I like how if you keep shooting or don't move, you stay on the floor till you hit the movement key. Similar to the second and third Max Payne game. Now, since we don't have a HEV suit to power up or use the health chargers with, we instead use painkillers. Pressing the G key replenishes the health by 20 points. This is a small and different, but great gameplay mechanic that very much changes the flow of Half-Life. The dialogues that Max speaks are, I think, from all three games. If you're a fan of the series, you'll know which line is from which game. The dual Berettas are great to use in slow-mo, and so is the rest of the arsenal. You've got pretty much the normal Half-Life weaponry, but now there's a MAC-10 that you can dual wield and a M249 SAW from Opposing Force. These are definitely welcome additions. My favorite would be the MAC-10s because while they're not accurate to shoot, their rate of fire is quick to take down even the biggest monster or enemy. Now, while the encounters with aliens are all well and good, the real enjoyable moments are when you go head to head with the HECU. That's when it proper feels like an action movie. The bullet trails that show up when you're in slow-mo is also a great touch, really adds on to the experience. Fighting with the HECU requires you to be fast, careful, and make every bullet count. This really is a great way to replay the game from start to finish. It changes the gunplay just enough to make it refreshing to experience these maps again, but doesn't change it too much that the gameplay loses its original charm. Another little detail I noticed was that you could shoot oncoming grenades mid-air and they would explode. That's cool. After the apprehension chapter, there's now a nightmare level similar to how Max Payne has nightmares in his games. When you get knocked out, the nightmare starts. I'm not going to show all of it because it's really worth experiencing yourself, but I will say that this is one of the best recreations of those types of sequences I've ever seen. Absolutely brilliant and well done. There's also extra modes to go through as well, like a time attack mode, a speedrun mode, fun modes that mess with you. Like here, my vision was being distorted and my controls were being nutty. These additional modes just make the mod even more fun, especially if you're someone who streams on Twitch. Because of the Twitch integration, this would be perfect to go through with viewers. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the background music. The soundtrack is taken from, again, all three games, and honestly, at first I didn't think it would fit, but it does. Especially some of the tracks from Max Payne 3, those fit in really well. And apart from that, the sound is done well too. I don't have much to say about it, but yeah, it's pretty good. So this was a little short video about Half-Payne. It's definitely a recommended mod if you like gameplay mods that subtly change stuff up. But if you're looking for something more than gameplay changes, or are not a Max Payne fan, then this mod won't do any good to you. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.